up, y'all. YouTube didn't want us to be great. It just killed our life. So I'm trying to find it again so that I can give you guys, the new link. Let's see if I could get everybody back on. Okay, let's see, guys. If you're watching this, YouTube just ended our first live. We're almost at the end of the, coming up on the end of the hour. So just want to finish this. I'm going to give everyone another minute or so to hop on. Doesn't want us to be great, man. Let me see. Let's see if it's back on. Let me know if it's back on. Appreciate you guys for hopping on, man. I'm sorry YouTube just was a hater. The information is just too good. It just killed our live. But appreciate y'all for rocking with me and sticking with me. I'm going to make sure that I put them both in a playlist so that you can actually continue. You know, so here's where we actually left off. If you knew anyone who was on the live and they're not on here now because a lot of people dropped off, go ahead and send the link to them for me because it doesn't want us to be great. So we were talking about the 3 things that you want to really look at to see if a company is a good company, right? The first thing is, does it have more cash than debt? Second one we were talking about is debt to equity ratio. The third thing is, does the company have good cash flow? Do they actually have cash flow so that they can grow and operate the business? Can they pay their staff? Are they able to pay overhead? Are they able to, do they have cash flow to launch new projects or to invest in marketing? These are things you've got to start to look at in companies to see if they're doing well financially. You don't want to invest in a struggling company, guys. Okay? You don't want to invest in a company that's unable to pay bills, is getting hit with lawsuits. That's not a good investment. Now, does it mean you can never invest in that company? No, but you do want to see signs of revitalization and signs of a turnaround before you actually start investing in that company, okay? So those are the 3 things that you want to look at in companies when you're doing the research. Now, the question you may say, well, Sophie, how do I find out that information? How would I actually know if these things are happening in a company? Well, there's 3 things you want to look at, and you can find all of these things on Yahoo Finance, okay? You want to look at their income statements. This allows you to see how much revenue the company is generating, and it allows you to see their expenses. It allows you to see what they're spending versus what's coming in. Some of you on the call, you have businesses of your own. A lot of times, and this was a mindset shift for me personally, is I've always been in the business of I've got to start a business. I've got to build it from the ground up. But now that the more I learn about investing, I'm like, I can just invest in other people's companies who are already doing this. I don't have to actually run the company, but I can look at the financials. I can look at these things and see if I want to put my money there. Now let them do the work. Just send me the returns. Just send me the profits. It's just a better way. This is passive income. Yo, this is what the rich people do. All they're doing is buying ownership into companies and seeing massive returns on their investment. So you want to look at income statements. You also want to look at balance sheets. Okay? You want to see their assets and their liabilities. You want to see how much debt they have. These are things that's see, once a company is publicly traded, all of their financials also have to be made public. They have, at the end of every quarter, there's something called earnings season. This is when companies have to report their earnings publicly. So this is public information. They have to be transparent because they've got to show what they're doing with their shareholders' money. So you can find all of this publicly once you start doing your research on a company. Okay? The third thing is a cash flow statement. Okay? You can see the cash flow. What do they have coming in? How much money is tied up? What's the cash flow coming into the business quarterly or annually? And this is how you're able to see the financial health of a company. Guys, these are some of the telltale signs, or what we like to call the vital signs of a company, to figure out if this is where you want to be putting your money. Because a company might be popular, but they might be having horrible financials. So you may not want to put your money there. Okay? Here's something that I would say you all want to always make as kind of like your mantra in your investing journey. One, only invest in companies you believe in and that you understand. And two, as you start to grow in your investing journey, don't just buy a company because someone told you to buy it. Now, I know in the beginning that's how we start, because you're not doing the research. You don't really understand, but that's why we're doing calls like this. So you're not just throwing your money blindly and hoping something sticks. You can actually do the research on your own. Okay? I buy companies because one, if someone tells me about a company, I don't just go and buy it. I go do the research. I look at their money. See, the money doesn't lie. You ever heard the saying, follow the money? When you follow the money, you can see if a company's doing good or if it's doing bad. And that's a good sign of, hey, do I want to put my money here? Do I think this company has massive growth potential? If it does, and I can get it in at a cheap price, I'm definitely going all in. All right? Now, here's something I want to talk to you guys about really quickly before we get out here, since YouTube already kind of killed our vibe, okay? I'm actually creating a community for investing, for people who are interested in really investing. It's a free community. And right now, listen, it costs you no money. And I've called it the $20 Club. And a lot of times people hear the $20 Club and they think you've got to pay $20 to join the club. No, the $20 Club is free community, but the whole goal is to say that you can start investing with as little as $20 a week or $20 a month. It's up to you. There's some people I know who are in the $20 Club right now, who are some of our, founding members. They're doing $20 a day, okay? It all depends. The key is that you can start very small with as little as 20 bucks and over time be able to accumulate a six-figure, seven-figure portfolio over time. Because what's going to happen is you're going to start to accumulate shares in companies, and some of those companies are going to have explosive growth. But because you're invested, you're going to have explosive growth with them. What I always say is that investing might be foreign. The terminology might be new to you. But if you're a part of a community where you've got other people who are on this journey with you, it's not going to be so treacherous. It's not going to seem so overwhelming. We can walk this path together. Okay? So what I want you to do, guys, is I want to go ahead and drop the link right now to the $20 Club. It's totally free. Okay? And what I want you to do is I want you, if you got value from this live tonight, I want you to do me a favor and simply share the group. But I don't want you to just share it non-intentionally. I want you to share with people who want to invest, people who want to learn, people who want to grow, people who want to actually start taking investing to the next level. That's what we're looking for here. We want to build a community because I know in the next 12, 24, 36 months, we're going to have some incredible stories of people who've invested their money and seen ridiculous returns. And people are going to start to know if it can happen for one, it can happen for all. And I know it's going to happen for us, but you've got to start. Okay, so if you are part of the $20 Club right now, let me see if I can actually join the meeting really quickly so I can drop the link. If YouTube would let me, be great, because it's been acting crazy, right? Let's just see. Is it going to let me on? Here's the link. Okay, there it is. You click that link, you're going to be added to our Telegram group chat. We talk about investing. We talk about different stocks we have our eyes on. Now, here's the last thing before we get out of here. For those of you who may already be a part of the $20 Club, or maybe you're joining it right now, Definitely like, comment, subscribe if you got value from this. You know, take a screenshot, post it on social media, tell people to watch the replay. It's going to be public for everybody to watch. I'm so sorry now it's going to be 2 videos, part 1 and part 2. But I'll make sure I put them together in a playlist so people can easily find the next section to get the last bit of information. But what I want you to do, okay, is I want you to set a goal tonight, okay? If you haven't started investing yet, get your account set up. If you're in the US, get a Robinhood account. If you're in the Caribbean, get a Prosper account, okay? And Prosper is Prospuh. The people from the Prosper app need to pay me because I've been plugging them, but they're a good tool that actually works for Caribbean people because for a long time, years and years, decades, we couldn't invest in the US stock market with minimal investment. But the game has changed now. If you're in the US, you want to use the Robinhood app. But create your account, and I want you to set a goal. Okay, by the end of this week, you want to buy at least 1 stock in something. And then what I always say is you want to have about 5 stocks. You don't want to buy 100 different companies, guys, because the only way to really see gains is if you focus on a few. But first, you buy 1 stock in that company. Then your next goal will be, hey, I want to have 10 shares in that company. Then 100 shares. Then 500 shares. Then 1,000 shares. And that's how you build your portfolio over time. See, a lot of people think they got to start and buy 1,000 shares today. No, you can start with 1. But then next week, you buy another 5. Next week, you buy another 1. Until you accumulate 10 shares in that company. So let's just say you're on this call and you like Nike. Let me not use Nike. Let me use a company like Meta. Okay, Facebook, which is a more expensive stock. Facebook stock is $505 a share. So you might not have $500 right now to go and buy one stock in Facebook. So maybe you don't want to buy this right now. Maybe you want to start with a cheaper stock. But if you want to buy Facebook stock, Meta stock, it's $500. Maybe you only have $50 to invest today. Buy $50 worth. But set your goal to, hey, I want to have a full share. So that means you just got to make $50 investment 10 times. Now you own a share in Facebook. You're doing better than 99% of your peers who own 0 and nothing. Remember this, guys. 10% of 10% is a whole lot more than 100% of nothing. If you start to adopt that mindset and you start to say, instead of spending, let me invest. Because when you spend, the money ends. When you invest, you expect a ROI, a return on investment. Guys, together, if we walk this journey together, we get educated, we empower one another, we start putting our money in the markets and seeing our money grow, then we can get to a place where we don't have to work for money because now our money is outworking us. And that's the goal. So I hope you guys got value from this live tonight. Do apologize for YouTube messing it up and breaking it up into 2. But if you did get value, I want you to share the live. I want you to make sure to subscribe to my YouTube, okay? And also, drop your email in the comments so I can add you to my mailing list so you can always know when we go live. But the most important thing you can do tonight is 2 things. 1, join the free community by hitting that link in the comments. And the second thing you can do is set up your account and buy your first stock tonight. That's going to make you a certified investor. That's going to make you an official part of the $20 club. I hope you guys got value, and we're going to keep these lives going because my goal is to impact, influence, and positively help over 1,000 people build 6-figure portfolios. And we're going to do it 1 day at a time, 1 stock at a time, $1 at a time. So you guys have a good night. God bless. I'll see y'all soon. And thank you for rocking with me tonight. We're going to have another one of these real soon. Just stay tuned. Have a good night. Take care. Bye-bye.